Greetings everybody, this is Creamster, you know who it is, you clicked on the channel. Any Hoosenheimers, today I'm going to tell a couple fables of how I made my senior year math teacher hate me. I'm not going to reveal her name, we'll call her Mrs. S. At the beginning of the school year, you know how a lot of we'll be like, okay, well then we'll go around the room, you give me your name, maybe if that's not what you want to go by, you give me the name you want to go by. I decided to fuck with her. I had decided on the probably dumbest nickname. I went with String. He goes around the room, she's like, alright, what's your name? Oh, my name is Eric Godier, and I would like to go by String. String? Yes, String. And for half of the year, she called me String until she realized I was fucking with her the whole time, and she started to hate me quite a bit. One of my best friends was in this class, so we just raised hell. One of my favorite memories from this classroom was she gave us a paper towel with Cheerios on it to experiment with probability and proportions, whatever the hell it was. I don't really remember. All I remember is I had eaten all my Cheerios like halfway into the lesson, and I took the paper towel and I curled it up into this stick, and I did what I did in the intro. I just go, I don't know why. And my buddy Matt just started dying. I started dying laughing. So I kept doing it until eventually she noticed. She looks at me. Go to the hallway right now. Get out of the room. String, go. Oh, alright, Mrs. S. Yeah, sure. So I go into the hallway. I sit there laughing to myself. And I decide I need to use the restroom. So I start walking to the restroom. And about halfway to the restroom, she comes out of the room. Where are you going? You get back here! She asked me, what were you doing in there? I go, oh, I was just entertaining myself. So she just plays it off as like, this kid is a friggin' idiot. And she lets me go back into the room where I don't bother her for the rest of the day. Another reason why I got kicked out of the class at a different time was my buddy Matt. He's still sitting next to me. She had a bunch of chip clips sitting in this cup on her desk, and while she was teaching, he grabs it and he takes all of the chip clips and he starts arranging them on his face, just like this, just all over, mainly his lips. And he looks at me. He goes, "Hey Eric, how's it going?" It's so dumb, but the sheer stupidity of that just killed me, and I started dying laughing, and I couldn't stop. So Mrs. S instantly just yeah, I spent a lot of time in that hallway during that class. Eventually, near the end of the year, that's when she started to realize my name was not String, so she started to just call me Eric. Occasionally she would call me String. I think it was in her mind she was thinking, this is a punishment, so he'll see how stupid it is. Hey String, imagine getting called a nickname that they think is harmful by a teacher. Another fun fable is we had a math test one day, but on the same day we also had a blood drive going on. I didn't know any answers on the tests, so I decided to myself, okay, take a test and definitely fail, or give blood. It was my first time giving blood. So I walk over to a room during lunch, and she's in there eating her lunch, and I just go, hey, I'm gonna give blood. Just right after lunch. She goes, you have a test. And I said, well, I already signed up, I can't get out of it. Sorry. And I walk out of there, and I convinced my buddy and one other person to do the same thing, so 3 people skipped her class to give blood. And honestly, giving blood is kind of fun. I mean, not the sucking part, but afterwards you just feel all woozy, and you got your orange juice, you take a sip, yeah, and then you go directly operate a motor vehicle because school's out. And about halfway through the year, I started bringing my laptop to school, and I started playing this game called Dwarf Fortress. If you don't know what Dwarf Fortress looks like, essentially, to people who don't know what the game is, it looks like you are coding or something, because the game's graphics consists of text characters, just in different colors and variations. So I played that game all the damn time in that class because it was just so easy. This one time she walked up and looked over my shoulder and she said, "Oh, I didn't know you coded. Good going, String. Are you taking notes?" I said, yeah, these are my notes. I'm just taking them in code. She believed me. Or at least I think she did. She probably just didn't care. But she just let it go. She just let it go and let me enjoy my video games and let me pass that class by doing the bare minimum. That's my story for today. Thank you guys for watching, and for more stories, subscribe, because I got more stories to tell you of my life.